This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Orlando, Florida. I am here with Angela of Future Home Realty. Since 2003, this award-winning agent has closed over 2,500 transactions while striving to exceed expectations for every client. I am joined with Angela. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You're really a business owner, realtor, mentor, mother, quite busy. Let me share with us a little bit. Let's go back almost 2 decades ago. We're talking about somebody who had a very strong work ethic, really friendly. You seem like kind of an easy fit for the real estate profession. Share with us how this passion got started for you.
Well, it was back, I believe, I got licensed in 2003. So I worked for a Fortune 500 company at the time that moved me to Portland, Oregon. And I worked for them, and I met a large home builder there in Portland. And I was working all the time, 11 to 11 every day. And he noticed it because he used to come into where I worked, and he said, you know, you could make so much more money. I see how hard a worker you are and your sales ability. And that day on my lunch break, I went and signed up for real estate school.
You don't mess around. Once you hear something, you actually acted upon it. Really, real estate is probably the single largest transaction any of us will ever make in a lifetime. Why is it important for consumers out there to really align themselves with a professional who can help them navigate through that?
Well, I believe it's important for consumers to work with a professional. I always say, or there's a saying that I always say, we all have jobs for a reason. Sure. So, you know, if I was going to cut or color my hair, I would not get the same result than if I went to a professional hairstylist. And that's not the best analogy when it comes to real estate, but yes, we'll be able to negotiate a better price. Obviously, selling your home, sometimes that heart is there, and having the professional act on your behalf and represent you in the process is definitely a benefit, as well as all of our, this is what we do day in and day out.
So, you breathe and live real estate.
Absolutely.
With real estate transaction has many moving parts. And really, you have mastered many of those parts. There's so much that's done behind the scenes. Are you always up for the challenge, knowing that there's really no two clients that are the same? And do you pride yourself on the fact that you listen to them and get to know them?
Yes, absolutely, Gary. I've learned early on that with real estate, when you go to school, it's not really what you do in the day, the life of a realtor. So I learned early on that the more transactions you do, the more experience you're going to have, and the better you will be for your clients. So I have experienced, like you said, every transaction is unique, and it definitely is unique in different ways.
Let me ask you this, for folks out there that basically find themselves selling real estate or buying real estate, and it's an exciting time, but yet at the same time, it's kind of overwhelming. It's kind of scary. Are you able to put your clients at ease as they know you're in the background doing a lot of work for them?
Yes, absolutely. My knowledge, and most of all my clients feel comfortable. I help guide them through, explain the process, and really just help them, calm, and they understand and are confident that I am representing them, and we will get the job done and for the price that they would like and the end result.
A lot of listening for them. Once you understand what their goals are, you can go out and go to work for them.
Absolutely.
For those out there that are selling currently in this market, why is it important for them to have a realtor early on for some advice, especially when it comes to pricing their homes? You don't want to price it too low, you don't want to price it too high. Why is it important to turn to somebody like yourself that knows what you can sell for?
Well, I believe it's important. First, we can walk through and help them get the home. Preparing your home for sale is the first and foremost, because obviously we are in the life, or I'm in the life all day, every day. I know what buyers are looking for, what may have to be done for different types of loan programs for the buyers to obtain to purchase.
I mean, gone are the days when people are basically just listing their home with an MLS and throwing a yard sign on the front yard there. I mean, how important is the technology and the strategy of marketing that home? How important is that for you to showcase that home in a way that makes sure there's more prospects out there that can see that home?
Yes, it's very important. You know, when I started real estate, it wasn't the same. Like now with the internet, obviously, and everything evolving throughout the years, that you get one shot. There's a lot of, I mean, there's homes on the market. When somebody goes to look at homes and they put in their price range and they're clicking through looking at the pictures, they see one picture that maybe isn't necessarily true, but makes them think, well, that bedroom is too small, on to the next listing. So, I mean, it's really important to showcase it, and it's really important to showcase it online as well as in person.
The folks that are out there selling, are you able to kind of handhold them a little bit and show them how to stage their home properly? And are you able to come in and provide photographs or even video if so necessary, so that really a walkthrough on that home is available 24/7 anymore, and not only from here locally but across the world?
Yes, yes, absolutely. We do videos for each listing, and especially here because a lot of the buyers are international. So we do definitely provide professional photography. Again, we use a professional for the photography, right? Because we want it to be the best.
It's got to
and
pop
showcase, yes, and showcase the home.
Like
yes.
you say, people are in a hurry. They're looking at it. If it doesn't grab them right away, it's over. I mean, you live in a beautiful state of Florida. There's a lot of people moving into the area. It's a hot spot to move into. Do you feel as a local, with your experience, you're able to save people a lot of time once you hear what they're looking for and can kind of point them in the right direction as far as the area and that type of thing?
Yes, number one, I ask a lot of questions. I understand what my buyers are looking for, you know, what their overall goal is. Are they looking for schools? What age? You know, what their career profession is to be located, and really just get to know them. And that will help kind of guide them or direct them in the right, I guess, location in Orlando, whether it's the east side of Windermere, southern, more like Kissimmee to North Maitland.
Someone who doesn't live here doesn't understand the difference between, Dr. Phillips' area versus any other area. You're not only able to help people save money in the real estate market, make money, but you're also able to keep them safe. We're talking about laws and regulations that are always changing. Is that important for you to continually educate yourself?
Absolutely. There's always the real estate, the state of Florida.
Yes.
Really, they changed. In fact, they just changed the legal form for an offer contract. They recently have updated. So it's constantly changing, and keeping educated.
That's critical for a realtor.
It's important.
Like you say, you're eating and breathing real estate all the time. Folks out there enjoy the process, but they have no idea what's going on in the background there. I mean, from first-time home buyers all the way to investors that are seasoned in the company, in the business, these people trust you. I mean, it has to be humbling for you, understanding that a large percentage of your work and a lot of your business comes from referrals. Is that something you pride yourself on?
Yes, I love helping others. I have built a phenomenal base of current clients, and I also enjoy meeting and genuinely getting to know new clients and them personally, their families. And one of the things that I love most about real estate is helping people buy their, like you said, the largest investment that most people make. And also I work with lots of investors, whether that's also a business that they have on the side, or some of them, it's their full-time job, and I love helping them make money.
That is interesting for investors out there who want to put some money in their pocket, all the way down to first-time home buyers. Obviously, this is an industry where who you work with matters. I mean, obviously, experience matters. Is that something you find yourself saying?
All the time. So back to what I said earlier was, I learned early on, the more transactions you do, the better you are going to be. And it still rings true today that working with somebody who has done 10 or 100 is, you're going to get a different result than working with somebody who has done thousands. No different than your hairstylist,
right, that you talked about earlier. You're going to see the difference.
Right.
A lot of people say that they have the experience. A lot of people say they're going to do the best for you. But when you look at the hard numbers of what you've actually done, and not only that, but you guys make a guarantee. You make a guarantee to the sellers and to the owners. Share with me a little bit about that.
Well, we have a buyer guarantee, first of all, where obviously if they're not unsatisfied with their house, we will sell it or buy it back within a year. But then also with sellers, I've had the seller guarantee. Well, we will sell your home 30 days, 90 days, depending on the location, or we will purchase it as well for an upfront price.
You're able to utilize technology not only in marketing, really across the globe, but you're also able to use this technology to communicate with your clients, be it email or texting. Even your website is very user-friendly. Is that important for you to make sure they don't feel like they're alone throughout the process?
Oh, communication is number one. You know, everybody wants, to be communicated with. They want to know what is going on. There are several sellers that I talk to that say, you know, the realtor came, they put the sign in the yard, and I never heard from them again. You know? So, and then those, wait for other buyers agents to actually sell the listing. But yes, communicating with, whether it's weekly updates with my home sellers, how many showings, what I even provide, how many people have viewed each one on some of our major websites, viewings that we've had, feedback. And the same thing with the buyers, like you said earlier, it's just keeping them informed and helping guide them through the process.
Angela, I mentioned before that there's a lot of moving pieces in real estate, a lot going on behind the scenes, but even more so, there's many sales out there that are behind the scenes that people don't even know about. Are those areas that you're able to help with as well?
Absolutely. So there's residential real estate, which most people are familiar with, whether you're buying or selling. There's also investors. There are investors that do rental portfolios where they want to purchase many rentals and keep them in a portfolio and rent them out. There are investors that do fix and flips to make a profit, and then which you can buy an investment property or find one. Yes, you can find one on the MLS, and you have to really research and dig to find the ones that are priced right to offer you a profit when you're finished fixing it. But there's also off-market wholesale investing as well, and that is where it never hits the market. A lot of them, some of them are from, or a lot of them that we actually receive are from when people actually pass in Orange County here. There's real estate, most of them and their families sometimes don't even know that they own the real estate, and sometimes they have been, a little bit elderly and have not taken care of it, actually most of the time. So most of those houses need a lot of work, but they are sold wholesale, approximately about 30 cents on the dollars.
These are a lot of transactions people don't even realize even happen out there that we don't see. Obviously, your goal is to give a very personalized approach to each one of your clients, but you're really able to do that because you're not only working by yourself, you're working with a team. Is that important to the really cornerstone of your success?
No, absolutely. I enjoy being out with my clients and creating my relationships or developing a relationship, but I don't know if I would ever be able to sleep if I had to do it all. So,
sure.
I mean, all of the marketing, website, the transaction, the actual documents to follow, I guess, the Florida state laws to be turned in properly, on time, dot my T's, dot my I's, cross my T's.
That's pretty
just
great.
to make sure I'm in compliant with all the rules and regulations.
I mean, that's great for your client because they're not only getting you and the years of experience you have, but they're also getting the experience of an entire team that is really kind of at their disposal, depending on what type of sale it is. When we basically read the reviews out there on you, many of them said that no one's going to work harder for you. Sometimes it seems around the clock you're working, but for you, you found that you have felt you found an industry that really is fun for you. It's enjoyable. So for you, it's not really work. It's just a part of your passion. Is that something that you continue to enjoy? Absolutely. Real estate is my lifestyle. So and it's not for everybody, but it's a natural for me. I have been doing it for so long, and I enjoy it. Is this your way kind of giving back to the community, would you say? I mean, being able to really donate your time on different projects so that the area continues to grow, not only for yourself, but for your daughter and future generations. Absolutely. It makes my heart happy too, on that final closing day, whether it's a buyer or a seller, just how excited that my clients are with their purchase. Like you said, it's one of the largest purchases most people will make in their lifetime. And I just love seeing people be successful with it and making that move to purchase a home or invest in real estate. As an award-winning realtor, you have been featured in Top Agent magazine. We at CNTV sought you out for the Best of Florida. Your clients have become your friends, and honestly, you have mentored others right in the industry. You've trained others. Do you feel this will continue to be rewarding for you into the future? Yes, absolutely. I always kind of kid around saying, I don't know if I'll ever retire, and that's honest, because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy real estate. Yeah, they always say if you love your job, then you'll never have or if you love what you do, you're never going to have a job, and it rings true that it doesn't feel like I'm working, but I am always working, always available to my clients, and just love helping others. That's exciting. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen. What you're going to see is her website. First of all, on the website, take a look around. I mean, it's got a complete MLS listing right there. You can put in the information if you're looking in the area or wherever you're looking. Also, check out the reviews. We're talking about many people who have trusted her throughout the years, 2,500 plus transactions. Like she says, each one provides more and more experience, and that experience really benefits you, whether you're buying or you're selling. Remember, they have a guarantee on both sides. They can walk you through that and find out if you have a house that will qualify for those guarantees as well. This is definitely a professional who loves what they do. Located right here in Orlando, Florida, able to serve you. That is Future Home Realty since 2003. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.